Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. Today we are going to see somewhat different video rather than up to I made. So you can see some different video which is very useful for all the students who are going to study engineering as well as in any university if they are studying whatever it may be. This may be the common pattern, it is going to followed by the all universities. So that is what I want to give the information for the students. So normally the students are getting struggle in studying BTech or B whatever it may be engineering. So because they are missing some fundamentals rules, so I want to define what is that 5 steps which are you are going to get good success in the BTech examinations of any university. So whatever it may be you concern university, you are going to get success by following these 5 golden rules. So these are golden rules we can say. So you can, by following these 5 steps, you are going to get good career settlement in your life and you are give a good percentage after the completion of your final year also. So let us move into the video. See, so the first step I have considered is, so here attend regularly to college. So normally because the engineering is a continuous education. So as normally we will observe the students they are telling some, these are the reasons, sir, our health issues, not our health is having health issues, so that's why I'm absent. So like that they will say. So first step is you have to attend regularly to the classes and to college also. That means it's not college, it is to class also. Okay, so some students will come to college up to gate, they won't enter after into the college, like that also, and they won't enter into the class also, like that the students are also will see. Next first point comes under this so after that is whenever you are attending to satisfy the first step, what you have to do is, first you have to keep your health and safe and also avoid some junk food, so that your mind sharpness will be decreases. Okay, if you are avoided the junk food, the sharp will be increases. So try to avoid the junk food means normally the Chinese food or these things, snacks what we will take with oil foods, so that you can avoid, so that you can maintain your body also. Okay, right, that is the first thing. So for keeping health is safe, you can do yoga or you can do some exercises, or you can do some games, whatever you are love, so that you can do in that point also you can do here. Next is keep body and mind in class and take notes. See, this is a very important point. So keep body and mind in the class. Normally we will see the students, they will body will be present in the class, but where the mind will be somewhere outside of the class. So that is also keep your body and mind in class and take the notes whatever it is given by the faculty, and the important points you should note down, so that you habituate. This point is very important, which is very useful for your final year future exams also, right. Next, try to avoid the functions, parties, whatever it may be, travelings, whatever you want to go. So normally the students will tell the reasons like, kids, sir, we have the party, we have the function, that's why I went. So they will take some 10 to 15 days also, like that. So for 4 years only I am asking, after 4 years, after settlement of your life, you can go anywhere, you can attend any functions or parties, you don't miss after 4 years. Okay. Next is another point is, don't hesitate to ask doubts in the class. Normally you will see the students, faculty will ask whether you understand or not, nobody will respond at that point of time, but they won't represent whatever they have studied or whatever they are understood in the class, they won't represent in the examination hall. That is the problem is coming, because the don't hesitate. So if you don't hesitate to ask the faculty, if you have any doubt or you are not understood anything point or any point, so that you can ask there itself. Next one more is, avoid the usage of, normally we will see the students avoid the usage of mobile phones and social media in the class. Sometimes we will see students are using the mobile phones also, they are sitting in the last benches, they are using the mobile phones and seeing the social media. social media means WhatsApp or Facebook, like that. So you avoid all these social media at least for 4 years. After that you can enjoy in your entire 40 to 50 years of life. This is the first step to get success in your BTech life. Next point, step 2, you have to practice daily. What you have to practice? So after going to home, you have some snacks and you take some enjoyment by seeing some social media and meeting your friends. Then at least you have to type one timetable, you make it for daily study. First step is you have to make one timetable for daily study. Next, after going to home, revise the topics which are covered in class at least for 1.5 hour. At least for 1.5 hour you have to revise, so that, because I already told, engineering is a continuous education. Practice the problems from standard textbooks. You have to practice the problems from, first you have to see your notes, then if you have any doubts you mark it there, and you try to solve the practice problems from the standard textbook, not the which are given by the local authors, okay, which is very useful to write the competition exams after your BTech life also, that is GATE, like that. So if you practice the standard problem, you will learn the subject. Next, if you have any doubts, there only clarify with the staff in your free period or library hour or lab, etc. So you have to find your free time, whether it may be a free period will be provided, or library hour, or in lab. So you can ask your doubts after studying, after practicing the problem. You may get the doubt, means you mark it there and you have to ask the faculty to clarify the doubts at that point itself only. Okay, this is a step 2 you have to follow. Next, step 3 you see here. Step 3 is take internal exam seriously. So this is a very important point. Normally we will see the students, they won't take seriously internal exams, because the faculty will give the questions, we will get them from notes only, like that they will think. So if you take, even though we are giving from the notes or we are giving the questions also, students are unable to write, means they are not taking it as seriously. So that's why write exam internal also well, you can reduce your burden for external exams easily. So at last, within 1 day I will complete entire syllabus, or 1 day batting I will take, like that it is not the situation. So write well for internal exam, so that, for example, 1.5 module is completed or 1.5 unit will be completed, so that you can reduce your 1.5 module or unit at the point of time external reduce, you no need to study. So next, try to solve internal paper. So this is a very important point. Normally after completion of internal we will neglect, we will throw it that paper, or we will tear that paper, and we will leave that paper. But instead of that, if you try to solve that internal paper after going to home on yourself, so that you will have any doubts in the examination also, you can clarify immediately. Where you have done the mistake, you can identify there by doing that problems, that is internal paper, on yourself. Okay, so that is the another important point. Next is step 4. Step 4 is attend lab regularly. This is a very important point. So you have to attend lab regularly. Normally we will see the students, they won't come to the lab regularly, because the lab will place. So lab will plays a major role to improve your knowledge of applications and whatever you are studying. So normally the subject as well as the lab will be present in one semester, so that you can improve, or you can understand very unique way, or in application oriented way, you can understand whatever you are studying the subject, you can understand by doing that experiment. So very important, this point is very important for you. And do the experiment with involvement, and don't see experiment simply. This is very important point. Normally we will see the students, they will see their friends are doing, they will see the experiment, that's all. By seeing the experiment you cannot learn any experiment. Remember, this is valid for all semester, any of the lab. So you have to involve, you have to give the connection. After, if you are unable to involve that in the experiment also, after completion of experiment, you have to revise once again and you have to check it once again, the connections, so that you will get more practical knowledge, and you cannot forget this experiment at the exam time also. No need to revise, or don't need to ask your friends we have to connect, like that. So this is very important. And one more thing is, next important point, clarify your doubts regarding to calculations, procedure, viva voice, etc. So this is also one more important. One student will be, one of the intelligent will be there in one batch, means he will do all calculation, remaining fellows will copy that values. So that you should not do. So you should try on your own self. If you are doing the mistake also, you will clarify there. The faculty will be there or the lab assistants will be there, so you can clarify your doubts in the lab itself. So you have to be careful. The calculations, procedure, viva voice, all these things also very important. Next, if possible, revise all experiment at last. So normally after completion of experiments, they are providing some revision lab, so that in that lab you should make perfect. You should become the perfect in entire lab experiments in the revision lab. Next, make sure, this is very important, make sure your record is safe. So normally at the exam time, sir, I lost my record, somebody has taken, I don't know where I kept, like that the answer should not come. Make sure your record should be safe and corrected or not before the exam. So after entering the exam, HOD signature is not there, like that the students will come, staff signature is not there, like that. So you should complete before the exam only. After the exam, you should not get or enter in the lab exam, you should not have some tense, so that you will forget the doing of experiments also. Let us see, this is the last step. So last step is attempt external exams also confidently. See, by doing all the following steps, so this is the last point I have given, by following all these steps you can attempt very easily. See, first, before going to this point, for external exam, you have to protect your health before the exam. So whatever you have studied and you have done some hard work up to the external exam, so if you are not protecting your health before the exam, means the entire work what you are wasted up to that day, it will be wasted. So that's why you have to protect your health before the examinations. That is a very important point. Next, just revise the syllabus at the time of exam and also see previous papers to know the level of questions are asking in the exam. See, this revision of syllabus means normally the students will start the subject on that day. After before the exam day, they will start the syllabus. That is not the case. Just you have to revise the syllabus. So that's why I asked to take internal seriously. If you take the internal seriously, you will revise here only. Within one day you can revise very easily. Within 1.5 days you can revise very easily at the time of examination. And also see the previous papers. So what you have to see is, you have to see the previous papers compulsorily. So how much of level they are asking, and try to solve the problems also. That is very important. Try to solve that questions. So having some time limit, or if you have any doubts in that questions of solving external exam, so you ask your friends, or if faculty is available, or if you feel that faculty will respond at this time also, you can contact your faculty at any point of time. Next, this is the last. By following these steps, you can attempt very easily external exam, so that you are going to get definitely the distinction percentage definitely you are going to get if you follow these steps. This video I have made it for all the students who are studying for engineering exam. Why? Because I have observed entire my teaching career, I have taken for first year students or final year students like this. So the students, what they are doing the mistake is, these are the mistakes I identified. So if you have any suggestions based on this video, you can make comment in the comment box, so I can reply, so that we will have some mutual discussion also. So if you are seeing first time this channel, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.